Hi everyone, my name is Bill Duran, and I make my full-time living building custom replica props for people based on a commission. Every day I usually get dozens of emails from people requesting a price estimate on something that they would like to have made, and usually they're pretty surprised by how expensive it ends up being. I can understand that. In fact, I started making my own props because I can't afford to pay someone else to do it for me. Now, since I will be opening my own commissions here in a couple of weeks, I figured I'd take the time to spell out why custom commissions do tend to be way more expensive than people think. First and foremost, this is my full-time job. I need to actually make more money than I spend doing it to get the bills paid and keep my cats fed. Other people who you might talk to who take commissions may have a day job where they can afford to, charge less for what they would consider their hobby. Now that's great, but my world revolves around earning a living. So keep that in mind. Most of the time, the disparity in expectations comes from the fact that you can go to Walmart and buy a toy gun for 20 or 30 bucks. And something that I make that looks very similar may cost hundreds or thousands of dollars. Consider this. Everything I make is a prototype, made completely from scratch. How much do you think Nerf spends to build a prototype of the Nerf Maverick? My guess would be hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably. Now, they do crazy mass production. They make injection molds, and they spend tons of money up front to get that made, but they can defer that cost by selling millions of units by distributing them all over the world. I don't have those capabilities yet. My basement is kind of nice, but I'm just one dude in my basement, not a whole multinational corporation. Not yet, at least. Now, when I start a commission, the first thing I've got to do is go source all of my materials, and there are a ton of hidden costs included in this process. First, I have to figure out what materials I need to get and where to get them from. That takes up a lot of time. I need to put gas in my car so I can drive to the place to go get the stuff, or I have to pay to have it shipped to me. There's also the time cost of actually driving to go get that stuff and waiting in line at Lowe's. Also, I have to tie in things like my car payments, the rent for my shop, the electricity for my shop, the internet I use all day when I'm working in my shop. Other things too, supplies and mixing cups and popsicle sticks. All that stuff adds up a lot faster than you might think, and it's necessary, part of the process. If I didn't defer those costs through my commissions, I would have a hard time keeping the lights on. Also consider that my time has value. I used to work at a corporate day job, and they paid me based on the hour. Now that I'm on my own, I need to make sure that I am being fairly compensated for my time, or else I will find myself longing for that day job. It is up to me to figure out what my time is worth. Over the years, my skills increase and my free time decreases, and my time in general becomes more and more valuable. Of course, I could price myself right out of a commission. It's up to me to figure out where the point is between me being fairly compensated and the client getting a fair price for whatever it is they want made. You, of course, as the potential client, have every right to turn down the commission if you think the price is unfair. If something like this happens to me too often, I will of course be forced to change how I price my items. Also think about the hidden time costs when it comes to building a custom piece. I've got to do all the research needed to make sure that it's accurate. I need to draw up designs for that so that I can transfer that research to my raw materials. And I need to spend time doing things like packing and shipping specialty items. Finally, the price that you're commissioning has a creative value all its own. Frequently, I will build something that is a one-off. It is truly a one-of-a-kind item that no one else in the world will even have the option of buying. Not only is it valuable because it's scarce, but it also has value because it was made by me, the guy from Punished Props. I have a reputation for making high quality things, and I also have a highly specialized skill set. Now, it may sound kind of arrogant for me to say that my stuff is worth more because I made it, but if I start undervaluing my work and my reputation, then I will quickly find myself grasping at commissions that barely make me any money just to pay the rent. So the next time that you get an astonishing figure back from a prop or costume maker, just keep in mind the time, the materials, and the creative expense that goes into making these really super cool things. Then you can decide if it's worth it to you. If you have anything else to add, or a question or a comment, then let me know down below in the comments. I always check all of those out. And a lot of the information from this video I learned from a blog post done by my friend Matt Munson. I will put a link down below to that blog post so you can dive in and get a lot more information. Also, you should go check out Matt's YouTube channel right here and totally subscribe, because he does a lot of really rad stuff, including lots of behind the scenes interviews for web series. As I said earlier, I will be opening up my own commissions in just a couple of weeks, so keep an eye on my Twitter account over at Chinbeard and my Facebook page at facebook.com/punishedprops. And lastly, if you think that this video was helpful, please share it around on your social media websites. I think it was full of a whole bunch of really good information that the cosplay community could benefit from. Thank you very much, and have a good day.